Welcome to Casual 8. We are your newest source for video games and movie-related topics. I'm your host, David Bilyeu. Right next to me is Sean Mull. Sean, how you doing?
I'm across the way, but I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, I guess you're not right next to me. Right next to me is Malcom in the Middle Wallaker.
I was really hoping you're going to avoid that this week.
Not a chance.
I know.
Never letting it go.
Nope. Once it's with you on video, it's going to be with you always.
Well, I appreciate that, I guess.
You are very welcome. Today we are here to talk to you about the new Wonder Woman trailer. The Origins trailer that just released last Saturday, I think. Last Saturday, maybe. Friday. I don't know. Whatever. One of those 2 days. And casually, we are late about it. And Sean, what are your thoughts?
It's pretty good. I mean, I'm pretty pumped. I don't see many, I would say, comic book or superhero kind of movies. I want to, but this is one where I'm like, I wouldn't mind seeing it. I think it looks pretty cool. It's going to be coming out in 3D and IMAX, and I could see this being one of those like big grandiose films that you would love to see in 3D. Because you saw in the trailer, there's a couple of shots in particular where they're like jumping and shooting 3 arrows at once right at the camera. They're going to take advantage of 3D there, and I think that would just look pretty epic. So I'm pretty stoked.
Yeah, looks good. Malcolm?
It looks great from the beginning. So does a lot of things. You know, I mean, first I thought doing this podcast would be a really good idea, but then, you know, hanging out with you guys, it's just been a train wreck. But
hey, we're not that bad. Come on.
but this, it's kind of like, you know, you go in with great expectations, kind of like any superhero movie, I think, and it just makes you wonder, I mean, is DC just doing this, just trying to chug along just to get to the Justice League movie? So, I mean, from one set, it's like, man, it looks awesome in the trailer, and the other sense, it's like, I don't know how high of expectations I should have. I mean, are they just trying to put it out there just to set it up? So we'll see.
Who knows? Yeah, my thoughts are, I thought it was a good trailer. I mean, it's definitely not my favorite Wonder Woman trailer. I thought the other 2 trailers were really good, and this one was, I mean, it was solid. What I liked about it was that it didn't give away too much of the story. Like, you really still don't know what's exactly going on. Like, okay, yeah, it's World War I. Steve Trevor crashes in a plane. He takes her to London. But that's about it. Like, you don't know exactly why she's going. You don't know why she's helping out Chris Pine's character. You don't know. I mean, they did release, I don't know, it was a couple weeks ago, that Ares is going to be the big bad villain for this movie. So, I mean, you kind of get the idea of, like, who the big baddie is, but you don't know why. So that's one thing I like about it. I mean, because what they really screwed up with the whole Batman vs. Superman was when they had that reveal of Doomsday in that trailer. Terrible decision. So they're keeping it good with this trailer, that they're not releasing too much. Now, that being said, I'm still going in this movie very skeptical because the DC movies to date haven't been as great. And, like, that's saying something from me because I loved Man of Steel. I thought Batman vs. Superman was an okay movie. I enjoyed it for what it was. I don't think it was a masterpiece. I don't believe it's as bad as the Rotten Tomatoes score subjects it to. Like, I mean, it's definitely not a 27.
They're going to come after you.
They probably are. But I don't, like, I've seen worse movies. Like, when you compare it to another, like one of those B-rated horror movies that comes out in February that get rated like 20%, 27% on Rotten Tomatoes, like, Batman vs. Superman is way better than that.
What about comparing it to Oscar-winning film Suicide Squad?
It's going to be tough.
It's got to be better than that.
Damn. Heard it here first.
And that's another thing is, like, I thought Suicide Squad was enjoyable. I didn't think it was great, especially when you got the, you know, the dancing chick, you know, doing the woo. So,
if anybody can make that to a GIF for us, that would be great.
So I'm going to go in this one with tempered expectations, but I still really want it to be good because I like DC movies. The one thing I like about DC movies is that they don't stick to a generic formula. Like, no, I love Marvel movies. They're great, they're fun, they're what I want in a superhero movie. But they're getting to a point that they're kind of all the same. Like, not like, you know, same exact thing, but they all kind of follow that same structure. Like,
yeah, the formula is
their
just
formula,
like
and they're very safe. Like, the one thing I like that DC's doing is they're taking these more stylized routes. Like, they're letting their directors kind of handle it. And granted, they studio kind of meddled with other things. Like they completely meddled with Suicide Squad, and they essentially screwed over Batman vs Superman by forcing Zack Snyder to cut a half hour from that movie, causing that theatrical release to just be like scrambled mess, which I thought the ultimate cut was way better and fixed a lot of those issues. So that's one thing I like, and I give DC props, is that they're giving their directors creative control to make these stylized movies. And Patty Jenkins is a good director. She directed Monster, which starred Charlize Theron and Christina Ricci, and that was like an Oscar-nominated movie. I think. I don't think it won.
I think it was.
I know Charlize Theron won for Best Actress.
Yeah, she won
So
for Best Actress.
she is a good director, and yeah, so she should be able to make a good Wonder Woman movie.
Okay. Now, I know that in the trailer itself, there was a lot of action. And that's something that is like, for me, I might not go into a superhero movie looking for an amazing plot. I go there for the action. And I think that this movie will have that. So, granted, I'm probably in the other end of the spectrum from you guys, where it's like you want to be critically acclaimed, you want the plot to be amazing and able to follow through and to be unique. But I go there for the explosions and the fun.
Well, see, that's like, I don't want it to be critically acclaimed. Like, I'm not looking for an Oscar-winning movie here. I'm looking for a movie that like is enjoyable and is coherent and doesn't rely too much on setting up like a freaking cinematic universe. That was a problem with Batman vs Superman. Was they didn't focus on making it its standalone movie. They just kind of like, all right, how does this fit in the bigger picture, instead of just making it its own movie with subtle ties. Like like that's what they need to do. And like I said, I don't need it to be a freaking 99% on Rotten Tomatoes. If it's over 70, like I'll take it. Like that's, yeah.
I just want a good love story.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I think we're going to be finding out on June 2nd when it hits theaters in 2D, 3D, and IMAX 3D.
Yeah, that's it's still a little bit away. We're in March right now.
Yeah.
3 months, 4 months.
They keep teasing us, so
They really do. They
we'll
really
keep
do.
on waiting.
David
All right.
likes a good tease.
Well, we're casually late. We'll catch you guys next time.